Never went to college, is it? After you came back to India, or did
No,
you
I am doing online college now. My college is still like on the way.
Okay, so
Because I had holiday that time. I was supposed to join college. I had
Okay.
holiday, so now I'm doing online.
right. So you're not going to college, obviously.
No, yeah, not every day. Like not a regular college.
Okay, you don't miss that?
Cinema is my regular college. No, actually, I think whatever teaches you about life, whatever is beneficial for you. Like for me, I feel I have become such a better person after entering this industry. Like the biggest thing that I feel is I used to never read. And reading is a very good habit. I would never read because I talk so much. I lose all my energy in talking. I don't listen. I don't read. Never. But since the time I've joined, I've been here. I've started reading a lot of books.
Okay.
And I love reading now. Even when on set, I'm not shooting. I'm either with my script or I'm reading some book.
What are you reading now?
Right now, currently.
I mean, these days. What did you read?
Actually, how I started reading with self-help books.
Okay.
Because about life, about yourself, how can you make yourself a better person, your thinking, all that. Now I've started reading fiction also a bit. Yeah.
So what's the book right now? What are you reading right now?
I'm reading this book called Palace of Illusions. It's almost done in 2.5 days. I think it's this thick book, and I think I'm almost done with it.
Lovely book. I really love the
I
book.
love the book. Yeah. So it's I read such kind of books, which challenge you as a your thought process. Also, you try and imagine what that person went through. So yeah.
Right. Now coming back to the film, it was shot in some really interior regions of Rayalaseema, Urukonda and Mopidi.
Mopidi.
So Modi here. So
Rakhetla.
right. So how was that experience? I'm sure that's the first time you've been to such places, right?
It was actually very challenging in the beginning because I never thought that it would be that interior. Like obviously, like coming from Canada and Bombay, and then suddenly, though I was born in Punjab, but I've lived in the city always.
Quite a nomadic life, no?
I have, yes. I think I always say that I was born in India, but life and professionalism I learnt was in New York and Canada, because those countries, they really teach you a lot,
You studied in New York as well?
Yeah. I was studying, and then I started working at the age of 17. So that really taught me a lot.
So what was it, Toronto, and then you just cross over the bridge and go to US?
No. First I was in New York actually. Then I shifted to Canada, Toronto. I have my family in Toronto as well.
Okay.
So I was there. By then everything happens. I think the reason I always say that I shifted to Toronto was because I was supposed to get into acting. Right. That's when the pageant happened. And
you can
everything.
only connect the dots backwards, right? So you see the reason there.
Yeah.
Now these interior regions in Rayalaseema, so how was that experience?
It was like I said, it was quite challenging in the beginning, but that really helped me, in being Mahalakshmi, portraying Mahalakshmi in my truest self, I feel, because it was very important, like for me, because now like how everybody says that Mahalakshmi is not any other, is not a easy character. If you think that she's not a girl from the city, her etiquettes, the way she talks, the way she walks, and everything is different. It should be so. I was living there even when I wasn't shooting. I chose to stay in Mopidi.
Okay.
And just get into my character, the skin of my character. So I started dressing up like Mahalakshmi even in my normal life, Okay. And I would wear suits, and and now I love Rayalaseema food. At times I get to here I go and look for Rayalaseema, those restaurants.
What all did you eat, man?
No, I love ragi mudda and their jawar rotis and all that. I don't. I just know the technical word is ragi mudda for one thing.
Yeah.
But rest all others, there's so many dishes. I know how to explain what all I like, but I tend to miss on the names.
So, what's your favorite food there? Like dish? Is there a particular dish that you really like?
I love ragi mudda and this very special type of chicken that they make.
Okay.
It's-
Chicken curry basically.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, it's chicken curry, but they call it something. It's yum, you know. I really like that, and actually everything about that place.
I'm from the same region, so I
Oh,
think I
really?
understand,
Okay, okay.
different
Wow.
district though, but same region.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah, yeah,
right,
yeah, yeah.
right. Now, Nani, your co-star, amazing chemistry between you two. So,
Thank you.
what did you discuss about? Like, how did it work out with him?
You
on
know,
the set?
frankly, you won't believe it. I met Nani, I think 2 months after I signed the film.
Okay,
And I met Nani on the Muhurtam day.
okay,
So it was. I used to keep asking Hanusa, sir, am I just going to meet him like on the day of the set? That you're Krishna and I'm Mahalakshmi. So it was like that. We technically the first time that we spoke was just hello, hi, and Muhurtam, and then later we directly met on set.
okay.
So we didn't really actually get the time to bond or gel or anything like that. It just kept working. Like we never even discussed about the scenes. It was just I was being Mahalakshmi, he was being Krishna, and the only dot that connected, like the only thread that it was Hanusa.
Okay.
You know, he being on set, being the director. So I think it just kept. We never really discussed anything. I would discuss sometimes some things with Hanusa, but with Nani and me, we would just directly just be in the character,
set and just
be
be
in
yourself.
the mood. Yeah, yeah,
Right.
yeah.
It really didn't seem like that, man. I really thought you would have gotten along so well with him that you're friends
No,
now.
no, 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 no. Of course, now we've
Yeah.
gotten really along. But what I thought your question meant was that whether we discuss about the scenes.
Yeah, yeah.
No, no, no.
Okay.
That didn't happen. No, right now we are very good friends because
Right.
like exactly Krishna and Mahalakshmi. Like I call him Krishi, he calls me Lucky. So it's that kind of a thing, you know. Because obviously it's my very first film also,
True,
so
true.
all these people they are very special to me. You know, since they've helped me with my debut work, so I'm really thankful to them.
Is there any particular scene which you would call your favorite scene in the film?
Actually, the emotional bit. You must have. Do you
When you
remember
go to his house.
where I run? I go to his house, and I think something happened to Krishna.
Right.
I think, and that was a scene we shot on the third day of when we started shooting.
Okay.
So it was, I think, the most challenging scene for Mahalakshmi because that's when I actually got to know the depth of her love for Krishna. Till now, it was all normal, I knew. But this scene, I read it, I didn't know it was so deep until I actually played. And for that, I actually, Hanusa and me, like it was kind of method acting that we did. Like Hanusa, you know, I would always, before such scenes, I would always sit with him in the evening, one day prior, because I always wanted that, I want to know his take, that
Right.
what does he expect out of me tomorrow on set.
Right.
And once I know that, then accordingly, then I can prepare myself, I can mold, you know, into that similar situation. Rather than if I think about something tomorrow on set, Hanusa expects something else, then there's a clash at times,
True,
you know.
true.
It's better being a director's actor. So that day, Hanusa, you know, for this scene, he said this is the most important scene for Mahalakshmi because this is the time the audience, they find out that how much the depth of Mahalakshmi's love for Krishna.
Right.
You know, like she doesn't care about anybody, not even her brother, and she just runs to his house to see whether he's fine. So I actually wasn't allowed to talk to anybody, even my mom, staying in the same room for one whole day. Actually, till the next morning when we were shooting for the scene, I was only allowed to talk to Hanusa. He said, "You can call me anytime if you have any doubt, but otherwise, I want you to be in this mood till the time you go to Krishna's house tomorrow to find out whether he's okay."
Right.
So for me, I think that was it's a very special scene, challenging scene, everything you can call it, and you know that's actually my favorite scene. I'm so glad it came out the way I think it was supposed to. Hanusa was really happy. So for me, that is the biggest award for me, that my director was happy.
You would be happy to know that even he thinks that that's his favorite scene as well.
Really?
And he gave us a breakdown of why it was so difficult for him to, you know, stage everything because it has so many elements to it.
Oh, wow.
So our viewers are going to see that soon. So I think we're gonna intercut both of you and talk about it. Right now, the first film has released. So what next? What after this?
I have a couple of offers in line actually. I got earlier as well, but I wanted to just focus on one thing because being my debut, this supposed to be the best. I wanted to give. Now we have a couple of projects in line. I shall be able to announce
In
them
Telugu,
soon.
is it?
In Telugu, Tamil, Hindi.
Right. So you want to be everywhere, is it?
I-
Is that the idea?
No, not initially. I think it'll just. I feel I leave it on to the universe. I think whatever will come to me is supposed to happen. It'll happen for the best.
Okay.
But definitely, Tollywood is something I really want to continue with. Like right now, I'm not even. I'm not
You just
eyeing
started,
anything
right? I
else. Yeah,
understand,
for
yeah.
me, it's this Telugu industry.
Right, right. Now, I wanted to ask you right from the day I heard your name in the papers, what does your name mean?
Mehreen,
Yeah, what does it mean?
moon's blessing. Een means moon. Meher in Punjabi means blessing.
Okay,
So it's moon's blessing.
Moon's Blessing. Quite a profound name then.
Yeah, I don't know. Thanks to my mom.
Right, all right, Mehreen. We're done actually. Thank you so much for joining us. It's a great pleasure talking to you. All the best
Thank you
for your
so much.
career
Thank you
ahead.
so much for having me, and I really hope that you all like Mahalakshmi and support me in my future endeavors as well. I promise to work really hard, like I have for this film, and I will never let anybody down.
Thanks a lot, man.
Thank you so much for having me over, and it was really very lovely talking to you. This is my first interview after the release, so I'm all the more happy and confident. Thank you.